Hi. Oh, hi. Hello. 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 Say hello. Hello. She has voices. My daughter has a whole voice for this dog right here. Yes. You've had a long day, haven't you? Lost my baby. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. So at the end of the month here, so I'm recording, this is the last day of March. I was going through my notes for the month of March, and there was a common theme throughout the month, and it was just a lot of things that caused a lot of anger and anxiety and stress that were things so far beyond my control. And one of them was a prayer. Please stop. A prayer that I wrote. We clearly had a fight with our 8-year-old this evening, and I just was like, I literally, you don't know what else to do. So I'm writing out this prayer and I'm swearing at the Lord. So he can handle it. Bring your anger to him because he can handle it. And it's just I'm so effing pissed right now. It was a rough night. It was a rough night. But this is just how faithful God is in all of it. Oh gosh, this dog. This is how faithful God is in all of it. So throughout the month, he just keeps showing up in reassurance of how you're going to get through hard things. And one of them, and now I'm sure I won't be able to find it again, is that Jesus came, here we go. In this world you will have trouble, but take courage. I have conquered the world. So as we are in Holy Week now and we are approaching Easter, I want you to think about all of those things that cause you anxiety and stress and hardship and heartache and those trials and tribulations, and understand how God did not promise us a life free of those things, because we are part of the world, and being part of the world is a ticket to tribulations. It's a ticket to conflict. It's a ticket to dealing with hard things. But trusting that Jesus came to overcome the world, and not only to overcome it, he did overcome it, as we will see illustrated as we walk into Holy Week. And so that is John 16, verse 33, the second part. In the world you will have trouble, but take courage. I have conquered the world. And then when you go into John chapter 17, no, you don't go there. You go to John chapter 3, verse 17 through 21, and it talks about, now I gotta find it again because I was flipping all over the place. Chapter 3, verse 17. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Okay? So anyone who believes in him is not condemned. So I want you to ask yourself, if you believe in the power of Christ, and you believe in the resurrection, and you believe in this gift of Easter Sunday, you are not condemned. I just lost all of it. Okay, I'm going to switch to over here. Jesus was sent to save, not condemn. The light, Jesus was the light, came into the world, but people of the world preferred darkness to light. So sometimes there are things and those sinful nature, which is part of humanity, people prefer that to the light. The light exposes us. Jesus' coming provokes a stirring of judgment in ourselves because of our conscience. Because of that awareness of sin was made known that moment that Adam and Eve took fruit from the tree of knowledge. That moment is when all of a sudden we became aware of sin. That is when humanity became aware of sin. And it is really the curse of humanity. So their actions is the curse of humanity. So when we are provoked and are conscious of this right or wrong, this light or dark, that condemning feeling, that's that curse of humanity. So do we believe the truth that Jesus really died for us and saved us and does not condemn us? So if you have these feelings, I have my own personal things that come up, and I take it to biblical truth to shed light on it and to help me explore it and dig deeper over and over again. And you may not change. You may read it in here and you may not change, and you may be convicted for a little bit, and then all of a sudden old habits fall back into place, right? But you're getting in that habit of bringing it to the light and comparing it and saying, okay, well, Lord, what do I do with this? And you might not agree. You might not agree. You might not change. You might not agree. But if it's stirring in you and provoking you, something's there. And God's trying to do something there. Like, no human is. Like, and I'm not doing anything for you. I'm just saying, like, if you're feeling that, I would encourage you to just ask the Lord, like, what is this? What is it? Because I don't like it. Because I get that a lot. Anyway, let me see these notes here. You know, darkness can cloak you and cloud your perspective, where light helps make things clear. And I think so often we long for clarity in different things. So if you boldly stand in the light, how do you live in the world? If the world has all of these things in this humanity with all people of different everything, different backgrounds, beliefs, we have this whole beautiful, beautiful spectrum of people. Like, how do we live with that? And I just wrote, like, Jesus is the how. Like, we often, like, develop this, like, well, how do I do this? How could I possibly do this? Well, Jesus did it, and he did it lovingly. So I think if we're really following that, it's all right there. Like, stop overcomplicating it and live like that. You know, how did Jesus live with others? He lived in community with all, and he didn't condemn. He came to save. That's on my mind today, this week. So I, as always, would love to hear your thoughts, but that's what I wanted to share this week. And if you haven't yet signed up for any mini courses or some yoga flows that we have coming, you know, I would just encourage you to do so, because God is just so big in these moments. And we all have different hurts and different confusions and different pains. And if you just take a moment in some shape or form to say, hey, Lord, I'm not eloquent speaking in this. Can you take care of this for me? You might be surprised what could change and transform for you. So, I don't know, kind of a Wednesday ramble for you, but God bless you. Take care, and I will see you soon.